Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. This is biology session. You are watching anatomy of flowering plants, assessment 2. Children, in assessment 1 we have discussed some interesting questions which are very simple and direct to answer. Okay. Before going to assessment 2, let us discuss few very important points. Okay. So, what is Collenchyma, children? How the cells of Collenchyma arranged? Collenchyma is a type of simple tissue, simple permanent tissue, isn't it? So, it is a living mechanical tissue, isn't it? The cells have cell walls thickened at the corners due to the presence of pectin deposition. Okay, in Collenchyma cells, pectin deposition is present, pectin is present, the chemical substance. Okay. Next, if you take the functions, parenchyma, what is its function? Parenchyma, okay, it is a simple, permanent, fundamental living tissue in plants. It performs variety of functions like support, protection, storage, okay, synthesis. How parenchyma helps in the synthesis of food material? Do you remember? Yes, recall. Yes, the tissue which is present in the leaf, mesophyll tissue, it is a type of parenchyma. Okay. What do you call that parenchyma of mesophyll tissue? Palisade parenchyma and sponge parenchyma. It helps in the synthesis of food. And what is the function of lateral meristem? What is the function of lateral meristem? Lateral meristem helps in increase in the girth of the stem or diameter of the trunk. Trunk means it is the large stem of trees is called as trunk. The diameter of the trunk is increased due to the action of lateral meristems. What is the function of apical meristem? What is the function of apical meristem? It increases the length of the plant. Where does this apical meristem is present? Beneath the tip of the stem and roots. Okay. Then what is the function of intercalary meristem? Intercalary meristem, it increases the nodal region. It increases the nodal region. You know very well the stem consists of nodes and internodes. So, the nodal region length is increased by this intercalary meristem. Okay. Next, what is the function of chlorenchyma? Chlorenchyma helps in photosynthesis. What is the function of sclerenchyma? Sclerenchyma helps in giving strength and support to the plant. Next, what is the function of aerenchyma? Aerenchyma helps in buoyancy and support, means the water plants, hydrophytes, they float on the surface of water due to the presence of aerenchyma. Okay, what is the function of meristems? The main function of meristems is growth. Okay. Next, okay, what are pneumatophores, children? What are pneumatophores? Okay, in plant organ which is covered by the periderm and in which the stomata are absent, some gaseous exchange takes place through these pneumatophores. Pneumatophores are breathing or respiratory roots which are found in halophytes. Halophytes means the plants which grow in marshy soils. For example, mangroves. Okay, the halophytes grow in saline, means salty, swampy soils. Therefore, the respiratory roots come out of the water and pick up oxygen from air, okay, for the purpose of respiration. So, excess carbon dioxide is also given out through these roots, pneumatophores. Okay. Companion cells are associated with What are companion cells? A type of cell found within the phloem of flowering plants, and each companion cell is usually very closely associated with a sieve element, and its function is uncertain, we can't say exactly. Though it appears to regulate the activity of the adjacent sieve element and to take part in loading and unloading sugar into the sieve element. Okay. What are raphites? Children, what are raphites? The crystals of calcium oxalate which appear like a bunch of grapes in epidermal cells of leaves of some plants, they are called raphites. Raphites are tiny, needle-like shaped crystals made up of calcium oxalate, and a lot of plants accumulate this calcium oxalate in the leaves. Okay. In collateral vascular bundles, the phloem is present. Where the phloem is present? The phloem is present inside the xylem. Okay. Collateral bundle means a vascular bundle in which the phloem and xylem lie on the same radius, with the phloem located towards the periphery of the stem and the xylem towards the center. Okay. Then what is phloem? Phloem is the outer tissue of the bark. It is made up of dead cells. It is a protective layer of dead cells. Okay. Where the cortex is present in the internal section of a plant. A cortex is an outer layer of a stem or root in a plant lying below the epidermis but outside the vascular bundles. The cortex is composed mostly of large thin walled parenchyma cells of the ground tissue system and shows little to no structural differentiation. Okay, very little differentiation, or there is no structural differentiation in the cortex. Okay. What are subsidiary cells? The leaf and the stem epidermis is covered with pores called stomata. Okay. So, the part of stoma, singular stoma means, okay, consisting of a pore surrounded, stoma means a pore gap. Okay, it is surrounded each by chloroplast containing guard cells, kidney shaped cells, and 2 to 4 subsidiary cells which lack chloroplast are present. Okay. They are specialized epidermal cells surrounding the guard cells. The specialized epidermal cells surrounding the guard cells are called subsidiary cells. Okay, how the vascular bundles in monocots, why they are considered as closed vascular bundles? The vascular bundles in monocotyledons are considered as closed because the cambium is absent in the vascular system and thus they lack the secondary growth in the thickness. Okay. How intravesicular cambium develops from the cells? The intravesicular cambium is formed from the cells of the medullary rays adjoining the intervesicular cambium. This results in the formation of a continuous cambium ring. Then what are lenticels, children? Lenticels are one of the many raised pores in the stem of a woody plant that allows the gaseous exchange between the atmosphere and the internal tissues. Okay. Okay, what is ground tissue? Okay, all the tissues except epidermis and vascular bundles together form the ground tissue. Ground tissue of the plants include all the tissues that are neither dermal or nor vascular. It can be divided into 3 types based on the nature of the cell walls. What are they? Parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. Parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma together called as ground tissue. Okay. What is periderm? The periderm also called a bark. It replaces the epidermis in the plants that undergo secondary growth. The periderm is multi-layered as opposite to the single layered epidermis. It consists of cork cells, phloem, phloderm and phylogen. Okay. Okay, children, let us proceed to the assessment 2. The questions repeated in the national level previous Olympiad exams. The question number 43. Which of these tissues support the young plants and woody plants? Collenchyma tissue, parenchyma tissue, sclerenchyma tissue, xylem tissue. Which one? Collenchyma tissue. Okay, young plants especially, okay, and woody plants also, collenchyma tissue gives support, mechanical strength. What is the function of phloem tissue? What is the function of a phloem tissue? Transport water and minerals, support plants, photosynthesis process occur, transport organic nutrients. Okay, the main function of the phloem is transport organic nutrients, means food materials. Which type of plant tissue occurs or covers the outer surface of the plant and acts as a protective layer? Dermal, vascular, ground, connective. Dermal. Okay. Where is the site of photosynthesis in plants? Stomata, guard cells, chloroplast, waxy cuticle. It is the chloroplast in which the photosynthesis reaction, photochemical reaction occur. Periderm is what? We have discussed it. The part that uptakes water, a woody outer layer that replaces the epidermis, the part that uptakes the food, support structure in root. Which one? The part that uptakes food, periderm. It is a woody outer layer that replaces the epidermis. Okay. The three main tissue types in the plants are dermal, vascular, epidermis, vascular, dermal, and ground dermal and veins, dermal, ground, and vascular. Okay. It is the dermal tissue, ground tissue, and vascular tissue. What ground tissue type is like the stem cells of plant? Collenchyma, parenchyma, sclerenchyma, epidermis. Okay, because the parenchyma is the fundamental tissue, it acts like stem cells. What is the only tissue that produces new tissue by mitosis? Meristematic, ground, dermal, vascular. It's the meristematic tissue. Next, what is found at the tips of roots and stems and enables the plant to grow in height? Cork cambium, apical meristems, vascular cambium, ground tissue. It is the apical cambium which consists of actively dividing cells and which helps in the growth. The growth of the roots and stem in length with the help of apical meristem is called primary growth, lateral growth, secondary growth, intercalary growth. Which one? Primary growth. Increase in the girth of the plant as a result of activities of primary and secondary lateral meristem is called primary growth, lateral growth, secondary growth, intercalary growth. Which one? Secondary growth. Okay, secondary xylem, secondary phloem, all those things are produced in the secondary growth. Select the incorrect pair out of the following. Type of tissue and function is given. We have to select the wrong pair or incorrect pair. Parenchyma, storage, photosynthesis. Sclerenchyma, mechanical strength. Xylem, ascent of sap. Phloem, conduction of water and mineral salts. Okay. Which one? Parenchyma, storage and photosynthesis. Okay, it's right. Sclerenchyma, mechanical strength, it is also correct. Xylem, okay, xylem, ascent of sap, okay. Phloem, conduction of minerals and water, this is wrong. Okay, so the answer is D. Incorrect one we have to select, incorrect pair. Next, what is the function of phloem actually? It transports the organic food materials. Which one of the following is not a characteristic of meristematic cells? Presence of intercellular spaces, thin cellulosic cell walls, presence of prominent nucleus, high metabolic rate. Which is not the characteristic feature? Okay. Okay, it is the presence of intercellular spaces is not the characteristic feature of meristematic cells. Vascular cambium and vascular cork cambium are the examples of apical meristem, lateral meristem, intercalary meristem, promeristem. Vascular cambium and cork cambium are the examples of lateral meristems they are. The radial vascular bundles are characteristically occur in monocot and dicot stems, monocot and dicot leaves, monocot and dicot roots, and all of these. Radial vascular bundles especially present in the root. Okay. So, the 57 is monocot and dicot roots. Which plant part possesses polyarch condition of vascular bundles with a well developed pith? Dicot root, dicot stem, monocot stem. It is monocot root, polyarch. Okay, xylem is more. Bicollateral vascular bundles are found in, here examples are given. Helianthus means sunflower, Zea mays means maize, Cucurbita means cucumber, Dracaena. Okay, out of which bicollateral vascular bundles are present in the Cucurbita dicot, dicot plant. Polyarch vascular bundles generally occur in monocot stem, dicot root, monocot root. Polyarch xylem especially. In monocot root, vascular bundle is enclosed within a well developed sclerenchymatous sheath in monocot stem, monocot root, dicot root. The vascular bundle enclosed within a well developed sclerenchymatous sheath. Vascular bundle enclosed in a sclerenchymatous sheath. Monocot stem, monocot root, dicot root. Which one, children? Dicot root. Okay. A typical monocotyledonous root is characterized by usually more than 6 xylem bundles, large and well developed pith, no secondary growth, all of these. So, these are all. A typical monocotyledonous root is characterized by usually more than 6 xylem bundles, large and well developed pith, no secondary growth. Okay. So, all of these. The term wood and bast respectively refer to xylem and cork, phloem and xylem, xylem and phloem, phloem and cork. Term wood, bast, xylem and phloem. Okay, xylem fibers are called bast fibers. These phloem fibers are called bast fibers, and the xylem will form the wood during secondary growth. The collective term used for phylloderm means secondary cortex, cork cambium, phyllogen, and cork phloem is pericycle, periderm, protoderm, procambium. It is periderm. Which one of the following has bast fibers? Parenchyma, sclerenchyma, phloem, xylem. Phloem. A simple living permanent tissue which is absent in roots is collenchyma, chlorenchyma, arenchyma, parenchyma. Chlorenchyma. Okay. Which is a living mechanical tissue? Phloem, parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma. It is a collenchyma. The epidermal hairs present on the stem of the plant are called trichomes, root hairs, stomata, guard cells. Trichomes. Okay. Which of the following tissue consists of living cells? Vessels, tracheids, companion cells, sclerenchyma. It is the companion cells which contain the living cells. The plant length is increased by apical meristem, lateral meristem, dermatogen, peribellum. It is apical meristem. Phloem conducts food by perforated sieve plates, bast fibers, xylem parenchyma, xylem fibers. Which one? Perforated sieve plates conducts the food materials, sieve elements, especially the phloem part. Identify from the following a plant tissue in which lignin does not occur in the cell walls. Collenchyma, sclerenchyma fibers, sclerites, xylem tracheae. Okay, which one? It is the collenchyma, okay, which does not have lignin, pectin only present. Next, vessels differ from tracheids in being living, in being derived from a single cell, in having vertical row of cells with cross walls dissolved because they conduct water. Okay, xylem vessels are differing from xylem tracheids. How? Okay, what is the difference between vessels and tracheids? It is in having vertical rows of cells with cross walls dissolved. Okay. Analytical approach type question. What is true about the monocot leaf? Reticulate venation, absence of bulliform cells from epidermis, mesophyll not differentiated into palisade parenchyma and spongy parenchyma tissues, well differentiated mesophyll. True one we have to select out of these 4 statements. Okay. So, here reticulate venation is absent, reticulate venation is present in the dicot leaf. Okay, bulliform cells are present, actually they are absent in the dicot leaves. Once again, the mesophyll is not differentiated into palisade and spongy. Okay, this is correct. Well differentiated mesophyll, mesophyll is not differentiated. Okay. So, well differentiated mesophyll is also present in the dicot leaves. Okay. 1, 2 and 4 are the characteristic feature of dicot leaves. Here only third one. Okay. Only 3, that is option C is correct. Next, collateral open vascular bundles and eustele are found in dicot root, dicot stem, monocot root. Collateral open vascular bundles. Open means the presence of open means what, children? Open means the presence of cambium. Okay. So, dicot stem. So, B. Okay. Next, radial vascular bundles occur in dicot stem, dicot root, monocot root. So, in roots it is present 3 and 4. So, option C. Next, matching set, match the column 1 with column 2. Here the name of the plant and stem or root, the part is given, and the type of vascular bundles given in the column 2. Maize stem, which type of vascular bundles are present? First let us match. Okay, we have to select the right one. Conjoint and closed. So, 77 C. 78 cucurbita stem. Cucurbita stem bicollateral and open type of vascular bundles are present. Next, sunflower stem, Helianthus. So, they also possess a conjoint and open dicot. Okay. Next, maize. Maize root consists of radial roots are contain radial vascular bundles. Okay. So, B. Next, 81, trachea or tracheae, xylem tracheids are there, no? That made up of which chemical substance? Made up of lignin, xylem tracheids. Parenchyma, parenchyma contain callose, the material. Okay. Next, sieve cell. Sieve cells contain pectin. Collenchyma, collenchyma cellulose. Okay. So, trachea made up of lignin, parenchyma callose, sieve cells pectin, collenchyma cellulose. Okay. Next, 85, Collenchyma, what is the function? It involves in photosynthesis. Sclerenchyma, what is the function of sclerenchyma? It gives strength and support. Arenchyma, it helps in the buoyancy and support. Meristem helps in the growth. Okay. Last and final, endodermis, made up of, what are the cells present in the endodermis? Passage cells. Endodermis possesses passage cells. Sieve tube, it contains companion cells. Periderm, periderm present in the lenticels. Okay. Then mesophyll, mesophyll contains palisade parenchyma and sponge parenchyma, differentiated into two. A. Okay. These are the some of the questions which are repeated in the previous Olympiads. Okay. Keep on practicing the questions. Okay, children. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.